Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Breaking Point 3, Chapter 1. We are going to be doing this every week until I think it's got about 15 chapters. So for 15 weeks, every Sunday, these episodes will be coming out after the My Team career. So every Sunday at 6 p.m, you should expect a Breaking Point 3 chapter. But without further ado, let's get on to Breaking Point 3 and see what happened last time and see what's going to happen in this story. Let's go.
Previously, in Breaking Point.
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
Aiden, listen.
Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me.
Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 championship.
What about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
Nope. Next question.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, Devon Butler spins. He's out.
It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us.
I'm done, Casper.
I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter?
Callie Mayer becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race. Here she comes, but there's contact between the two Connor Sport drivers.
Aiden, are you alright? It's just another butler.
The two Connor Sport teammates not exactly doing each other any favours this afternoon.
What is Aiden playing at? Thought he was too good for the team. He just had a bit of an attitude problem.
Enough! It has to stop. Understand?
I must take care of the business, Kelly. Who do you think will inherit it after I'm gone?
Well, Devon, obviously. I wanted you to fight for me. He never listened to me. He always listened to you.
You always like to leave all this behind, don't you?
That's the most difficult thing I've ever done.
I didn't choose this, Casper.
I've had an entire season of you whispering in people's ears. I'm asking you to leave the meeting.
You can't be serious.
This is not your team. And after today, it might not even exist.
You coming, Devon?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually stay.
You all know what's at stake. If we race as individuals today, the team dies.
I'm sorry if I was ever...
I will forgive you on one condition.
What's that?
You get your share of the points.
Aiden's out. I heard.
Sure about this?
I'm sure about everything.
Is this a team order?
It's just not going to make up that much ground. It can't be done. Just cruise it in, Cal. Trust me, you watch her go.
And to the checker flag for one final time. That is some race from Callie Mayer.
What an incredible performance by her today. Connor Sport, I'm sure, will be very delighted with that one.
Well, a big recap on the last part of Breaking Point, which happened in F123. But now we are off to the 2024 season for pre-season testing at Bahrain. Prologue. Fresh off the nail-biting finish to the 2023 campaign, Connor Sports head into pre-season testing in Bahrain as clear underdogs on the grid. However, the team under new management have been hard at work looking to prove their doubters wrong. New management. Interesting. Let's see what happens here. Okay, something happened between Andrea and Butler. Interesting. I think, did he sell the
Well,
team?
here we are then, the final day of pre-season
Who knows?
testing here in Bahrain.
It's been good, hasn't it, so far, Crofty? We've seen all the teams out there, putting in the miles, putting in the laps, and we come away from it still not knowing who's going to be the team to beat. It looks super competitive as always.
No, you're not wrong, Ant. Red Bull and Ferrari have looked impressive as expected, but it's Connor Sport that have really been the talk of the paddock so far this week.
Right, seems we're getting in to the action.
Okay, Aiden, we've got some great data over the past couple
Here
of
at
days.
pre-season
We're all
testing.
really happy, but let's make this a big, strong finish, yeah?
Yeah, copy.
Right,
Get
we've gone with a
accustomed
brand new
to the
setup
car.
on the car here, so just use this lap to get accustomed to the changes, and once you feel like you're happy enough with everything, you can come back to the pits at any time to end the session.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Great, I'll leave it up to you.
I have played F1 25. Well, actually, if you are watching this on YouTube, you would have already seen my team career. So I've basically been playing the game. So I've got a feel for the car. But I have tried this car before. But I would tell you, it does feel, especially with no setup, it's a bit. Well, that's a bit.
Yeah, you know me. Just getting back into the swing of things.
But obviously, you can't change a setup going into each race, so you just have to use the setup provided. And most things you could change, like the differential or brake pads, but realistically, you probably don't want to touch that. Yeah, half goes alright, not too bad. We're just gonna get through this, and I think we have to set like a faster lap or something. I don't know.
Right, we'd like you to push it on this next lap, please, mate.
Can do.
So it wants us to be a target lap time. Okay. So let's push and see what we can do. 34-1.
Okay, mate, let's have some feedback on the car, please. How's it feel?
The car it's not flat.
Sure thing. The car's feeling great.
I'm pretty sure that's flat. Or am I wrong? Got Albon ahead of us. We've got a lot of factors maybe. The good thing about this track, there's not really dirt anywhere. It's just a runoff, but you can really climb the curve and send it through them. Right, so let's see, what time do we do? 31-2. Absolutely smashed that.
Right, that's excellent stuff, mate. We're seeing really positive data from that run, so just when you're done, bring it back into the pits.
Copy.
Right, so pre-season testing done. We're going to go straight back into the pit and we'll see what happens next.
I've already told Casper, let the car run a little wider out of turn 4. You can really extend the track there.
I don't know. We're already pretty close to track limits at that point.
Well, you're leaving time on the table, so let's just let it run a little wider. It's all
Yeah,
good.
but you're not the one behind the wheel, Dev.
We might be pushing our luck with the steward, so we'll have to side with Callie on this one.
Ask Casper, he'll agree with me.
Interesting from Devon.
Yeah, they're here now.
Seems like he's taking a senior advisory role
Devon,
here.
just a man. So we look through the data, and if we adjust the ERS harvesting rate, we should see some improvement on those turns.
Told you.
Right, okay, settle down. Got someone who wants to speak to you all. Right, they're listening now. Davidoff.
Good. So, as your new team owner, I thought it only right that
Oh,
I,
yes, so I was right. He
check
did
up
buy
on
the
my
team. Yes.
investments. And I'm glad I did. Casper's just filled me in on the lap times. I just wanted to say, well done. I'm impressed. But Red Bull's numbers are better, so there's still room for improvement.
Well, now we know what we're up against. I'm sure me and
Callie,
Aiden could...
don't have time to chat. All I wanted to say is that I'm expecting great things from our drivers this season. We all are. Just don't let yourselves down.
And no worries, Dad, we're all over it.
Good man. I'll fly out to Bahrain as soon as I can. Ciao.
Well, he's right, you know. With times like these, we could be real contenders this season.
Well, it seems Davidov hasn't changed. It's still the same entitlement. But now we head to Imola for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, 7 race into the 2024 season. While still early, Condor Sports have had an encouraging start to the 2024 season. A series of impressive performances have surprised fans, putting this and other teams on the grid alike. Interesting.
We had an incredible start to the 24 season. Better than any of us could have imagined.
And do you think any of that was down to Davidoff Butler buying the team?
Undoubtedly. I mean, Davidoff had a way of pushing people's buttons to motivate them, as he would call it. Besides, both his kids were at Connor Sport, so if there were any disagreements, which there were, he could be very
persuasive. He would always get what he wanted. Why do you think I sold the team to him at the end of 2023?
Interesting. It kind of seems like he was persuaded into selling it to him. Right, we've got some media stuff to do. Davidoff is saying a watch brand, blah blah blah. You know what? I'm gonna delay that. Push it further. Don't need it at the moment. Right, let's see what we've got here. So we've got news, what's happening here. Jackson and Mia against the odds. Voila, it's personal, deja vu, Connor Sports ride continues. Davidoff.
Davidoff.
Casper, how's everything shaping up?
Pretty good. We're just about to go over the data from FP3. I want to encourage Callie to adjust the brake balance. She's still locking up coming out of turn 7. And as for Aiden,
Good. Casper, listen, we need another strong showing at him.
Of course.
Getting a great result in Ferrari Homeland would show that we're serious about making the top 3.
And we are, as you know. We've delivered a good car this year, so
But there's always a better car around the corner. Stay hungry, Casper. Also, I understand my old friend Ernst has been in touch about a shoot with some watches.
Oh, Eichenberger. Yeah. But, you know, I can't allow it at this time. I mean, we're under a lot of...
No. Ernst is an old Cambridge chum of mine. It's important to me. It simply must happen. I don't want to go into why this, why that. Just do it.
Okay, I'll get it arranged.
Good man. Thank you. Now I've got some other calls to make. Talk later. Keep the pressure on.
Interesting. Why is he forcing a sponsorship? Because of his old mate. It seems like there's something fishy going on with his finances or something that he's not trying to tell us. You know what I mean? But anyway, on to the race we go. No more phone calls. Let's see what happens at Imola. Oh, okay. Before we see what happens, we've got to choose a driver, Callie or Aiden. And I feel based on how the last game ended, I had a play through the game. I'm probably going to go with Aiden. Since I think in the last game, we kind of moved away from Aiden's story that started in F1 21. So we're going to go back to him and see what we can do in this chapter. Okay, with the race in full swing, Aiden says his sights firmly on challenging the racing leaders. Alright.
What a great battle down the straight here at Imola.
Oh,
There's not
is that
much
Max?
space
It is
between
Max.
Red Bull and Connor Sports. And there's contact and into the gravel. Jackson's off.
Max being Max.
And he races on ahead.
Oh wow.
Verstappen definitely benefits from that one. Was there room for it though? I'm not too sure.
Oh wow. Verstappen being Verstappen. Classic. Just what you'd expect from Max, nothing less. Finishing third or above.
Yeah, well, it looks like you've escaped unscathed. Now head down and let's go, yeah?
So I'm guessing we're in P5 or something.
I'm already on it.
Anyway, let's go. P7. Oh my. Get the 5th before lap 14. Right, let's see what we can do.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Approaching the back of Logan. Sargent. Sainz is staying the Ferrari. Okay, this is 2023, I guess. Or 2024, rather. We're still in 2024. This is on the hardest difficulty for those of you asking, so but you might say, oh, I've done that too easily or whatever. So Verstappen's in P5, so we have to get ahead of him within the next few laps. Which is gonna be relatively quick, I guess. And Callie's in P4. So we've got to pass both of them. Okay. You're on a hot spot mode. Fastest lap. Shows we're pushing. So Callie and Verstappen. Just gonna try and follow him there.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
Lovely. We didn't squeeze her out. We just followed Max through. Max ahead. So then you got Oscar in third. We've got to get past Oscar. And then I think Leclerc's in P2 and Checo's in P1, I believe. Wide exit there. Let's go. Full beans. Oh, that is not the way to go. Oh, too much speed through there. Oh, thank you, Turret, for holding up Oscar. Appreciate that. Good game, man. If you get a quick run, no, not worth it. So yeah, Leclerc's in P2, and I believe Checo in P1. Why are my downshifts not always working? Oh, massive mistake there. Did I brake too late or what? No. Right, here we go.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by
That's a lot better this time.
0 seconds.
Close the gap too much. So yeah, Perez is leading. That's interesting. Their car is very fast. Which I'm guessing it's kind of that's why I kept talking about Red Bull. So I'm guessing in this game they're probably gonna be fighting for the constructors. I don't know about drivers, but if they're vying for drivers, that means it's going to be very close between the two of them, because we probably have to be choosing each of them each chapter. So their points tally will have to be very close. But if one is too far ahead, then you just be choosing the other one. I don't know. We'll see though. We've done both objectives, so let's see if we can do any more. Let's see if we can get that P2 from Leclerc. We are gaining on them. Running out back to their though. We should be able to get Leclerc. Checo isn't too far off as well. The only way we could get past both Checo is if we dive bombing this. Okay, we're gonna get Leclerc down the hill then. Oh, that's a bit too late. I guess we can't get him then. Oh, that works. We'll take a P2 in chapter 1. Don't mind that, do we? We don't mind that.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Unlucky not to get more there.
Well, to say it's been another
good
good
job,
day
everyone.
for Connor Sport today. A string of positive performances recently has seen them establish themselves well and truly ahead of the midfield.
Yeah, they're in the top 3 now, Crofty. A great season so far, and I've been really impressed with both Mayer and Jackson.
I don't think you're the only one there, Ants. We'll be watching their season with interest. Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Oh, media time. Let's see what we got.
Aiden, what a battle with Max out there today. How did you find it?
How did we find it? Oh, he's the best. It's always going to be a challenge. Havesh being able to bring the fact to him. It's not about him. It's not about him. It's not about him.
To be honest with you, it's not about him. You know, of course he's tough, but I've got to maximise my performance out there, no matter who I'm up against. The car is good. It's as good as it's ever been, and you know, if I can get
I agree with you there. The car felt
take on
beautiful
anyone on this grid, which is a great feeling. And you know, it's a great feeling to come out on top in a battle like that. So yeah, it doesn't really matter who the people in the other cars are. I'm really just competing with myself.
You're now third in the Constructors. That's the best start to a season the team has ever had. So, what do you put it down to?
Wow. Let's see the team leadership. We've got to say team, I guess.
I think it says a lot about the team. You know, the engineers, mechanics, strategists, they've all worked tirelessly to get us to this point. And yeah, we're working harder than ever to be as good as we can possibly be. And, you know, to achieve third place in the standings, I think that's a fair result for all of the efforts the team has put in.
Do you feel like you're sending a message to the rest of the grid with these kinds of results?
So at this one, we'll focus on doing our jobs. Definitely, we're here to compete. We just got to choose the better option there.
Well, that's why we're here. to take the fight to the big teams. We're more than just a new team. We're not just here to make up the numbers. We're here to compete with the best. And that's always been the case. And it's really great that the results are finally beginning to reflect that.
Thank you so much for your time.
So, post-race, a racing incident between himself and Verstappen aside, Aiden Jackson puts in a fantastic performance in Imola, manages to salvage the race for another impressive finish for Connor Sports. So,
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Hey, Dad. Just congratulating the guys on a job well done.
There was no time for that. We all did well. How are preparations coming on for Monaco?
I'm sure everything's in hand.
Listen, Evan, we don't have time to rest on our laurels. I want the race data analysed and full diagnostic reports on Casper's desk before we begin packing down. Listen.
this guy's a menace to society, bro.
You cannot take your foot off the
He's
gas.
too aggressive, in my
Connor
opinion.
Sport is this close to success.
Like, I feel he's hiding something.
To take charge.
Because the way he's putting pressure on all these, man, like, they had a good result and he's already asking them to think of another race. Like, calm down, bro.
Basically, I pass notes between departments. Not exactly leadership material, is it?
Devon, you have got to focus on the bigger picture. Casper.
Davidoff. Devon, can you give us a minute? Just need to talk to your father.
Yeah, sure thing, boss. I'll just go and liaise, yeah?
Davidoff, why so full on?
Just trying to motivate him, is all. He needs to stay focused.
I'm talking about the team. They've just had a fantastic result and you're... Just give them some space to simmer down, to celebrate.
Of course. You're right. But we cannot lose momentum now, Casper. Everything must be in its place.
What are you planning?
What do you mean?
I've seen that face before. I mean, whatever it is, just keep me informed. I don't want any nasty surprises.
I'm just looking out for my family, that's all.
Okay.
Wow, that is interesting. He does feel a bit like there's something on about him. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of how he's acting at the moment. Is that a phone call?
Davidoff, hi.
I missed you just now, Aiden. Some race out there.
Yeah, thanks. It was a decent performance.
Decent? It was more than just decent, Aiden. Those are the kind of performances that win titles.
Yeah, you know, that's what we're aiming for.
Exactly. And, I think there's another steak night.
You know, you don't have to take me out for steak every time I have a good race.
Indulge me, Aiden? Callie won't ever accept, and I see far too much Devon as it is.
All right, Davidoff. That's very kind.
Good, thank you. There's a place called Giovanni's, not far from the hotel. I'll see you there at 8.
Thanks, Davidoff.
Ciao.
So he's even inviting Aiden for dinner. Something smells fishy. I don't know. But we're gonna end it there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Next chapter will be out next week Sunday, and we'll see what happens on with Connor Sport, Devon Butler, Aiden, Callie next week. And I'll see you lot then. Have a good one.